Hi foodies, come, let's cook.
So, the Dombolo encompasses two different types of things in one, right? We've got a stew on the one hand and we've got our dumpling on the other hand. So now the first thing that one needs to do is you need to do your dumpling. And you must do this prior to actually cooking your stew so as to allow your dumpling to rise. Because you still need a nice soft fluffy dumpling in your Dombolo. You know, so I'm going to do our dumplings. I've got some cake flour here. I'm going to go in with 2 cups. To that I am going to add a 1/4 cup of sugar, white sugar, 1/2 teaspoon of salt, with 1/2 packet of instant yeast, and then I'm going to mix all of this together. And then now that I've mixed everything, I'm going to go in with 1.5 cups of water. However, remember, when you add in your water, you must do it gradually, right? Because you don't want your dough to be too wet. And remember, we're making dumpling, we're making Dombolo rather, and with Dombolo, your dumpling dough mustn't be loose. It must be very stiff so that you can form those little bologis for your dumpling. So I'm just going to go in with half the wet mixture, and then I'm going to mix. So then you're going to continue adding your water gradually until the dough has formed. You just need to knead your dough. I would prefer it if you knead it for at least 5 minutes so that you can ensure. Okay, I'm going to remove it from this bowl because it's small and I can't knead properly, so I'm just going to knead on the surface here, right? Because you need to make sure that you work your dough nicely, right? Then once your dough has been kneaded, right, just form it into a little ballingana, and then put it back into your bowl, and then just cover your bowl with some cling wrap or a kitchen towel, and then place it in a warm area and allow it to rise. It probably takes about an hour for it to rise. It's going to rise to double its size. Here's my dumpling. It's been resting or rising for the past hour. You see it's now doubled in size, so then you have to re-knead that and push it back down, and then knead it again for another 5 minutes. Work that gluten to ensure that it becomes very, very soft. Guys, I can't knead in this bowl, it's too small. So yeah, just knead it again, and then once you've kneaded it again, you're going to put it away, let it rise again, and you're basically going to repeat this process another 2 times. I'm going to start with the stew part of my Dombolo, and I'm just going to throw in my meat so that I can brown it. Now that I'm done charring my meat, as you can see, it's beautifully charred. Then I'm going to go in with 1 small onion in the very same pot. I don't wash it, I don't do anything. Once your onions are translucent, I'm going to add in a teaspoon of green chilies. And then I am also going to add in a tablespoon of crushed garlic. Then I am going to add in a tablespoon of curry powder. Okay guys, I added Hawaiian stir fry. Sorry, I forgot to record that part. So I've got Hawaiian stir fry in here, and I'm just mixing that together, and I added it straight from frozen, and can you see it's helped pick up the crust pieces that were at the bottom of the pan. Right, now that everything has been nicely mixed, I am going to go in with my pork, and I'm going to throw that back into my pot. Now I'm going to go in with some Worcestershire sauce. I'm going to put in a a tablespoon of paprika. I'm gonna grind in some black pepper, 2 tablespoons of barbecue sauce, and also some tomato sauce, 2 tablespoons of that as well. I'm going to throw in 3 bay leaves. I'm just going to break them up. Then mix all of this together. Then once I've mixed that in, I am going to go in with half a stock cube, and then I'm going to put in 2 cups of water. Then I'm going to let my stew go for the next hour so that it can fully cook. My stew has been cooking for about 45 minutes now. That my stew is fully cooked, I'm going to go in with the dumpling. So basically with the dumpling, here's my dumpling here. See, it's risen again. So now I'm going to put it inside my stew. So I want to show you this process. Let me move it just a little bit. Okay, so trick is get yourself a bowl of water so you can dip your hands in it, and when you handle the dough with wet hands, it doesn't stick as much on your fingers or on your hands. So now I'm not kneading the dough anymore. I'm just basically just bringing it back down. Just always wet your hands. As soon as they become dry again, wet them. So then here I've got my dough, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to form a circle. Wet again. I'm going to form a circle, and I'm going to squeeze it right through, like this, through the Dombolo. I'm going to squeeze it through here, right? And then here's my little dumpling, and I'm going to put that inside my stew, and I'm going to try and put it deep inside, at least halfway through. So let me show you the process again. Let me wet my hands again, just makes it easier. So I'm going to take my dough, I'm going to fold it into a circle like so, and then I'm going to put it in between my fingers, and I'm going to squeeze, and then you've got a little boleki that comes out. So this helps so that your dumplings are the same size. So now that I have all my dumplings in there, I am going to close my pot, and I'm going to let this cook for 30 minutes. So now it needs to steam so that the dumplings can cook, and that is what basically forms a dombolo letu. Ta-da! Look at that! This is your dombolo. You can take a toothpick and just poke one. See? Comes out clean. Your dumpling is fully cooked inside. Like, look at that. So this is your dombolo. So you've got your dumpling, and you've also got the stew. I don't want to mess with it too much, but you see the stew has its own gravy. See, it goes deep down. So your dumpling, let me just lift one up. You see at the bottom, since it was submerged in the stew, you see it's kind of a bit, not soggy, but yeah, it's full of the liquid. Like, this is my favorite part. This is my absolute favorite part about dombolo. Then yeah, now you have it. And then to garnish, you can just, it's fully cooked now. You can switch off your stove, and then to garnish you can chop in some parsley just for that extra cuisine.